one question that came up this week that I have heard time and time again is what's the difference between district court judges and magistrates in Colorado? So in family law, there are two types of judges you might come across depending on your district and depending on where you're at in the case. District court judges are the head honchos. They are at the top. They are appointed by the governor of Colorado, currently Jared Polis, and they go through a pretty rigorous nomination process, interview process to get to that position. Now, within each district court, the chief judge, so the head honcho of the head honchos, will hire their own magistrates to assist district court judges. And so those magistrates don't go through the same nomination process as district court judges, but you'll see them on your cases. And you have an opportunity when you file initially with the court. So it's your first time filing for divorce, legal separation, allocation of parental responsibilities or custody. You get to choose whether you want to proceed with a magistrate or whether you want to go with a district court judge. And there's a very limited time for you to object. And sometimes that notice is not very clear in the paperwork you might be receiving. Typically it's in the case management order that they spit back as soon as you file. So look out for that notice that says, within the next 14 days, you will have to file an objection if you don't want a magistrate to deal with your case, you want a district court judge to do it. Now, the bigger question is, does it really matter? Now, it could matter, and this is where it might be helpful to get an unbundled hour with me or another family lawyer who offers unbundled services to figure out what are the magistrates like in that county, what are the district court judges like in that county. In my experience, magistrates, since they're hired to that position, typically have a family law background. Not always, but majority of the time. And with district court judges, they don't necessarily have that because they are appointed to do all three types of court cases, which are civil cases, family law cases, and criminal cases. So you may end up with a district court judge that actually knows less about family law or has experience in family law than a magistrate. So it's a good question to ask your lawyer, but it is one that came up this week and I wanted to clarify what the difference was between those two. So I hope that's helpful.